Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop doing it now and listen in. The number one question that I get asked as a medium, as an intuitive, as an angel communicator is, how do you do it? How do you communicate with the angels and beyond? How do you hear guidance? What's the secret? Well, guess what? I'm giving you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this video, my step-by-step process. And guess what? If you've been following me and you know me, I'm all about the simple and I'm all about the practical. Now, what qualifies me to teach this, to tell you how to do it? Well, really quick. In 1996, I went to take my life. I didn't want to live anymore. I had made some choices that were really sucky. I'd hurt a lot of people, and I didn't see any value in me living. And so I went to crash my car into the side of a bridge, and I had my foot on the accelerator. I was zooming into the side of the bridge when all of a sudden, my car filled up with this incredible warmth. It was a massive feeling. I don't even know how to quite put into words what it felt like, except that I felt like I had to sit like this. My car was so full. And so I was doing this, going in this process, going to kill myself. My car filled up, this warmth came over, my foot was lifted off the accelerator, and I heard, "We've got you." And that became the beginning of my relationship with the angels. So, I think from 1996, I could be a little bit of a teacher on how they show up and how it works, right? Okay, so this is as simple as your ABCs. Oh, literally, it is the ABC of angel communication. You ready? Got your pens, got your paper, because you're going to want to write this down. It's simple, and when we're done with this, everybody's going to know how to do it. And maybe I'll bring somebody live on this video. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I can figure out the technology. ABCs of angel communication. You ready? Got your pens? A, not one, A, awareness. So what do I mean by awareness? I don't mean just awareness of angels and just awareness of your surroundings. I mean awareness of how they blend together, how they work together. So awareness means, how do I feel every day in my life? What does my own space feel like energetically? And then when I enter into the mindset of angel communication, what am I aware of? What shifts? What changes? Now, I'll give you some insight. For me, what shifts and what changes, I get a little feeling in my ear. So the best way I can put this is, have you ever been swimming or washing your hair and you feel like your ear's plugged? Well, it's not quite that annoying, but it does literally feel like there's something in my ear. Okay? And so that's the awareness of who you are, or who the angels are, how they show up. Now, an awareness of who you are, what are your everyday stories that you tell yourself? All right, you got your aches, you got your pains, you know that's you. You know, we get to a certain point in our life. But what is the awareness that you can create around who you are? What is your naturalness? What are you naturally aware of when you just be you? When you're not busy running the kids around, or you're not busy going to work, or you're not busy checking your phones. What is the awareness that you can come up with that is exactly you? So for me, the awareness of me begins with me literally getting one with my body, feeling my toes, feeling the tops of my feet, feeling everything about my entire physical body. I am aware that I am in this present moment. That is key, my friends. You cannot have angel communication and be in left field. You cannot have angel communication and be in 1976. It's not going to work. So you want to become aware of the present moment. Ta-da! There's the A. So what's the B? The B is balance. Woohoo! Okay, so balance. Picture a seesaw. Remember the seesaw where one got on one end and one got on the other end? Well, if the one got off, the other one fell down. So you want to create a balance. Okay, so what do I mean by a balance? A balance is of your energy. Okay, so again, if you are dealing with 12 different things in your life and you're scattered all over the place, you're not going to tap into the angels. The angels are vibrating way up here, and you're down here trying to figure out why she said this about you. Okay, let's get real here. Balancing energy is something that we should practice every day, whether there's angels or not, because balancing energy creates a healthy body and mind, which houses a very healthy spirit. So balance. How do you balance your energy? Well, for me, I literally close my eyes and I transition from one scenario to the next. So I'm on with a client. I'm having that call. I got a lot of calls. I'm having the call. I'm having the call. I've tapped into their angels. Okay, now I want to hang up the call and I want to balance and reclaim my energy. So how do I do it? I'm not the guru that's going to go to the mountaintop and and ah and zen myself. No, not me. Literally, I close my eyes. I do feel my breath come in through my nose, and I push it out, and here's what I do. My favorite place in the whole world is that tranquil turquoise blue ocean. Now, some of you know what I mean, because maybe you live there. I picture myself floating there, and I'm literally seeing my energy line come down. So in my mind's eye, I'm on my raft, I'm floating, and my energy's going like this, because it's up here from the call, it's down here, and then all of a sudden my energy drops and it goes straight across, and my energy becomes one with that raft that I'm floating on. So balancing my energy, okay, is really important. Now, the next thing you want to balance is what's going on around you. So your physical space. All right, are you in a crowded coffee shop? Are you in the middle of the mall? Are you on a street corner? Or are you in a place, a physical place that just promotes serenity? Now, here's the catch. Eventually, you'll get to the place where you could be anywhere and it'll promote serenity, but you're probably not there yet. I can be in the busy mall sitting in the center and I can and ah and zen in my head and I can get there. But for now, you want to put yourself in a physical space where there's serenity, where you can feel with your body serenity. So write the word serenity down and then go to your physical body and feel what serenity feels like. This is how you're going to have a benchmark for coming back to this feeling. So I want you to do that right now. Write the word serenity down. And then when we're done with this video, I want you to go off somewhere where it's quiet, and I want you to see what serenity feels like in your body. Take note of what it feels like. Listen, if you don't know you, how are you going to know when the angels show up? So it's key that you get to know you. All right, let me check my notes. So we've got your energy, your physical space, your spiritual space. Now, your mental space. Chatter, chatter, chatter. He did this to me. He did that to me. She did this. That guy cut me off. All right, we're filled with it. Facebook, scroll, scroll, scroll. How could that happen? Look at that. She's a liar. Listen, dudes, you totally got to get control of your emotional landscape. Whatever sets your emotional landscape into a tizzy needs to be looked at. And here's a little secret. Come on, come a little closer. Come a little closer. It's never about the other person. Ding, ding, ding. Magic moment. Okay, so now let's get on to the C. I got my notes here. So the C is be creative with communication. What do I mean by that? And create your own communication. So you're not going to believe this. Well, maybe you will. I have my own language when it comes to talking to angels. I created my own language. Now, it's not although that's what I hear when they talk to me. It's more like this. It's an image-based communication. So I created a angel dictionary, we'll call it, okay, or an angel library where it's all housed. So if I see images, right away, the angels will say to me, put that in your dictionary. Put that in the angel library. So you want to create your own language. Now, I can't tell you how to do that, but I can give you the simplest example. So, for instance, yesterday I did a reading for somebody, and they talked about all these birds they saw. Everywhere they went, they just kept seeing birds. What was the symbolicness of birds? Well, what color were the birds? What shape were they flying in? Was it a V? Were they scattered? You want to look at all of that, and then you want to look at what is the image or the language that comes up around birds for you. Now, I can't tell you what it is. You have to make it up for yourself. You have to understand. Listen, this is something you work at. Think about the first time a baby stands up. A toddler stands up and they want to walk. They have to practice. They're going to fall down. And the same is true with you. But what I know, after all these years of doing this, I know that there's a simple way to have support with this. And guess what? I created it. It's called the School of Spiritual Arts. Yep. This is what I'm teaching. You get me live in there teaching you. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in there. And I'm going to tell you something. It is probably a very cutting edge program. There's nothing out there like it. Nobody out there is teaching this like I'm teaching it. And guess what? It's only $25 a month. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it is packed full of all of this and 100 times more. So if you like the ABCs of angel communication, you are really going to dig the School of Spiritual Arts. So what I'm going to say, dude, is go check it out. I'll put the link in the comments. And in the meantime, practice, because that's what it takes. I'll see you in class.